The wind speed is 13 km/h from the north-northeast. Huggy 65 is first. Tabizea from Australia is second. Honky from Australia is third. Lethal Force from Australia is fourth. Buffhead from Australia is fifth. K. Smith from Australia is P6. Derek 5624 from Australia is P7. Sneaky Pete from Australia is 8th. Steve JR from Australia is P9. Hashtag Fnlongi from Australia is P10. Eatonik is P11. Huggy 65 from Australia is P1. "20 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Tabizea is third. Steve JR in Leslie's is 8th. Steve JR is now 4th. Smith in chicane is P7. Eatonik in Taylors is P3. Steve JR in McIntyre is 4th driving a Toyota, 0.8 behind Eatonik. Eatonik on lap 2 is P3, 0.5 ahead of Steve JR. Steve JR in Duffus Dip on lap 3 is P4, 0.5 behind Eatonik. Eatonik is P3, 0.3 ahead of Steve JR. Steve JR is 4th. Eatonik is P3, 0.4 behind Lethal Force. Steve JR is P6, 0.2 behind hashtag Fnlongi. Lethal Force is third, 0.3 behind Etonic. Evo JR in Taylors is fifth, 0.4 behind #Fargone. Lethal Force in Duffus Dip is third. Best lap is a 0:51.820. 0.719 off the fastest lap. Evo JR in Chicane is fifth, 0.3 behind #Fargone. Derek 5624 is 9, 0.5 behind Tabizea. Derek 5624 passed Tabizea for 8th. Tabizea is P9 driving a Infinity, 0.2 behind Derek 5624. Lethal Force is third, 0.4 behind Etonic. Lethal Force passed Etonic for P2. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Evo JR is fifth driving a Toyota, 0.2 behind #Fargone. #Fargone from Australia is P4, 0.2 ahead of Evo JR. Evo JR from Australia in Chicane is fifth, 0.4 behind #Fargone. Etonic is third, 0.5 behind Lethal Force. #Fargone on lap 7 is P5, 0.1 behind Evo JR. Etonic in McIntyre is P3, 0.4 behind Lethal Force. Evo JR in Clark is fourth, 0.3 behind Etonic. Etonic in Taylors is P4, 0.1 ahead of #Fargone. Evo JR in Duffus Dip is P3, 0.2 ahead of Etonic. Etonic on lap 9 is P4, 0.4 behind Evo JR. Evo JR was 0.8 faster last lap. Evo JR is third battling Lethal Force. Toby Monroe exiting pits on mediums. Evo JR passed Lethal Force for second. Lethal Force is third. Etonic is fourth, 0.4 ahead of hashtag Fargone. Hashtag Fargone is 5th, 0.5 behind Edenik. Lethal Force is P4, 0.1 behind Edenik. Lethal Force passed Edenik for 3rd. Hashtag Fargone in Duffus dip on lap 11 is 5th, 0.2 behind Edenik. Edenik is P4, 0.1 behind Lethal Force. Edenik is now 3rd. Hashtag Fargone is P4. Hashtag Fargone passed Edenik for P3. Edenik is 4th battling hashtag Fargone. Edenik passed hashtag Fargone for 3rd. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Sneaky Pete in Butchers is P6 driving at Infinity battling Edenik. Sneaky Pete passed Edenik for 5th. Lethal Force in Taylors is P4, 0.6 ahead of Sneaky Pete. Edenik is P6, 0.4 behind Sneaky Pete. Sneaky Pete in Clark is P5, 0.4 ahead of Edenik. Sneaky Pete is now 4th. Sneaky Pete lost 4th to Edenik. Tabizea from Australia in Clark is P9, 3.0 behind Derek 56.24. Sneaky Pete from Australia is P5, 0.4 behind Edenik. Edenik in Taylors is 4th, 0.8 ahead of Sneaky Pete. Sneaky Pete from Australia is P5, 0.5 behind Edenik. Evo JR is P2. Sneaky Pete in Leslie's is P5, 0.6 behind Edenick. Evo JR is P2, 1.7 behind Buffhead. Sneaky Pete is 5th, 0.3 behind Edenick. Evo JR is 2nd, 1.3 behind Buffhead. Evo JR was 1.3 faster last lap. Sneaky Pete is P5, 0.3 behind Edenick. Remaining in the session. Evo JR from Australia is 2nd, 1.1 behind Buffhead. Sneaky Pete is P5, 1.1 behind Edenick. Evo JR in McIntyre is 2nd, 0.5 behind Buffhead. Lethal Force in chicane on lap 19 is P6, 2.5 behind Sneaky Pete. Buffhead is 2nd, 0.2 behind Evo JR. Lethal Force in Duffus Dip on lap 20 is P6, 2.6 behind Sneaky Pete. Buffhead from Australia is 2nd, 0.8 behind Evo JR. Lethal Force in Duffus Dip is 6th driving a Toyota, 2.3 behind Sneaky Pete. Buffhead is P2. Lethal Force is 6th, 2.0 behind Sneaky Pete. Buffhead is P2, 1.7 behind Evo JR. Lethal Force is 6th, 2.1 behind Sneaky Pete. Buffhead is P2, 2.6 behind Evo JR. Sneaky Pete from Australia is 5th, 3.6 behind Edenik. Buffhead from Australia is 2nd, 3.7 ahead of #Fulani. Lethal Force on lap 24 is P6, 3.6 behind Sneaky Pete. Sneaky Pete was 1.1 faster last lap. The leader has just finished the race. Evo JR finished first. Derek 5624 finished P8. #Fulani finished P2. Buffhead finished P3. Edenik finished 4th. Sneaky Pete finished P5. Lethal Force finished P6. Isaiah finished 9. K. Smith finished 7th. Toby Monroe from Australia is 11th. Huggy 65 is 10th. Toby Monroe is P11. Huggy 65 is P10.